wondering, how can this unknown person, that's me, tell you about how to get flawless skin? And you're right. There may not be an answer on how to get flawless skin, but what I can do is tell you how I got flawless skin, or should I say my version of flawless skin. Basically, how I took my skin from this to this. Flawless skin is impossible. It's not realistic, not attainable, and in my opinion, not even warranted. I love the look of my fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes. They tell the story of the life I've lived. Now, could I do without the hyperpigmentation on my skin from all those days of burning up in the sun without any sunscreen? Yeah, I could do without that. When I use the term flawless, I'm talking about the best version of yourself at any age that you are. For reference, I'm 47 years old. I have combination skin that's very rosacea-prone, sensitive, it's also dehydrated, and flawless skin has been nearly unattainable for me because actually in my 40s, I went through a period of really troubled skin. My skin was dull, uneven texture. I was dealing with adult acne. I had fungal acne at one point in time. My rosacea flare-ups are a constant problem that I have to deal with, or a challenge that I have to deal with. So the idea of flawless has been an elusive goal for me. But there are a number of things that I've done to bring my skin to the much more balanced situation that it's in now than it ever was. That's not to say I still don't get all of those things that I was talking about, but far less often, and my skin is more resilient now, and it definitely, I believe, is the result of the skincare routines I've implemented and the products that I'm going to talk to you about today. Starting with a retinoid. My favorite retinoid of choice is actually retinaldehyde or retinal. My skin is quite finicky, so I actually revert back to using a retinol often. So when I'm having challenges with my skin, one of the things I do to offset that is scale back my routine, going back to the basics, and in many cases using a lower strength retinoid or a retinol. So it's very often for me to interchange retinaldehyde and retinol in my evening skincare routines. And don't forget, retinol will give you the same benefits of retinaldehyde and retin-A, but over a longer period of time. With skin like mine, slow and steady wins the race. So I have no issue with using a lower strength product to achieve better results, even if it's going to take me longer to achieve that same result. I've already done a video specifically on retinaldehyde, so I'll link it at the end of this video if you're new to all things retinoids. And that being said too, if you want a video specific on my retinoid journey, just drop a comment below and I'll be sure to add that to my schedule as well. Derivatives of vitamin A are the gold standard for not only fighting the signs of aging, but also reversing the signs of aging. And the best thing about retinoids is they have loads of evidence-based research to back up their efficacy. Retinaldehyde is part of that retinoid family and offers a more advanced treatment than retinol, but not as irritating or as strong as retin-A or tretinoin, as you may know it as. Retinoids are absolutely an essential part of my flawless skincare routine, and that's because what they do is they increase skin cell turnover, they will help produce collagen in the skin, they help to brighten and even out the look of your skin tone and texture, they will help keep your acne, whether it's adult acne or not, at bay. And overall, I think has really increased the resiliency of my skin, which in turn helps some of the other issues I have, especially in terms of rosacea. This is a unique one by Niche Beauty Lab in their Theramid line, and it contains a 5% gram-active retinoid combined with a 0.3% encapsulated retinol with a 0.1% retinal or retinaldehyde. It's really beautifully formulated and my skin responds really well to it. I like to use retinoids in my evening skincare routine, and I simply apply a pea-sized amount for my face and neck, and I use it after double cleansing, toning, other serums in my routines. Then I use my retinoid and moisturizer and face oil. And I do this routine almost every other night. And on the night I'm not using a retinoid, I'm using the number 2 product that I attribute to my flawless skin, which is a copper peptide serum. I truly believe that copper peptide serums have made a significant difference in my skin. Now, the problem with copper peptides, they don't have as much evidence to support their efficacy in the skin as retinoids do. So if that's more important to you, stick to retinoids every night. But I also have very temperamental skin, and I've found that alternating a retinoid and a copper peptide in the evenings has really helped my skin to retain its balance. When I try to push the limits of retinoid use, my skin says, hold on here. No, we don't like this. My copper peptide night consists of a very simple pared back routine that my skin absolutely loves. Because it's my evening routine, I double cleanse, I tone my skin, I apply my copper peptide to my face and neck, and then I simply moisturize and use a face oil, and that's it. Now I keep holding this up and I know it looks very well used because it is. This is my #1 favorite copper peptide serum. Recently did a video on copper peptides that I'll link at the end of this one, and the reason I'd like you to watch that is because this one's kind of expensive. So at least in that video, I do offer some other more budget-friendly options for copper peptides. This is NIOD's Copper Amino Isolate Lipid. NIOD, of course, is a sister company to The Ordinary. You can consider it the higher-end sister that has more expansive formulations and a higher price point. My third item for flawless skin might be a little unique to my own skin situation because I have rosacea-prone skin, but honestly, using azelaic acid in my skincare routine has been such a game changer for my skin. I don't even use a prescription strength azelaic acid because I can get everything I need out of over-the-counter azelaic acid products. I talk about this one a lot. This is Paula's Choice 10% Azelaic Acid Booster. It's just a great formulation and works wonderfully for my skin. I like it for its azelaic acid, obviously, because there are so many benefits for the skin. Azelaic acid is really great for inflammatory skin, skin that's prone to rosacea and acne, skin that has redness, uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation. It really does tackle all those things, of which I have them all. It's very calming and soothing. And this one actually combines salicylic acid in this formulation, which is really good, again, for acne, inflammatory skin. Because it's oil soluble, it helps to reduce some of the oil production in your skin and reduce that congestion in your skin, which people like me really struggle with. This particular formulation also has licorice root in it, and licorice root is a great brightening and soothing ingredient, which is wonderfully paired in this product. I use azelaic acid in my morning skincare routine after my fourth product for flawless skin, which is using an antioxidant. I use antioxidants in both my morning and evening skincare routines, and that's because I love them both from a protective point of view, but also a reparative point of view. Antioxidants can work to protect your skin from the oxidative stress that your skin goes through by being exposed to the elements of the day. Pollution, sun, all of the stuff that can cause cell damage in your skin, antioxidants help to ward off and fight. I also like to use them in my evening skincare routine because at the end of the day, they can help to restore and repair some of the stress that your skin has been through throughout the day. So definitely an essential part of my flawless skincare routine. The antioxidant that I prioritize most for flawless skin is a vitamin C serum. Vitamin C has great efficacy behind it as well in terms of building collagen production in the skin, its brightening capabilities, and its antioxidant properties. And the thing about it, I like using it in the morning to, as I said, protect my skin throughout the day, but it also pairs beautifully with azelaic acid. So those two things together in my morning routine, winning combination for me. I think every brand under the sun has some sort of vitamin C serum, so it can be hard to discern what is the right vitamin C product for you. And some people have a lot of sensitivity to vitamin C and can't tolerate. That's one thing, thankfully, that my skin hasn't experienced. I haven't had big reactions to vitamin C, and I've been using vitamin C serums for years, so I've been able to effectively have them in my skincare routine very consistently. But I know some of you just simply can't tolerate vitamin C. I've done a video outlining all kinds of vitamin C options and different products that I'll also link at the end of this video for you to review. And today I want to call out a vitamin C serum that I didn't talk about in that video, but I wanted to bring to your attention because it's really unique. And that's this one by Some By Me. This is their Galactomyces Pure Vitamin C Glow Serum. Some By Me is a Korean skincare brand. In this particular product, the vitamin C is only at a 3% and the Galactomyces is at a 75%, but I want to talk about why I actually like that. For those of you who are sensitive to vitamin C, this lower percentage of vitamin C might work for you. It's always hard to predict what will and will not work for your skin, but the Galactomyces in this formulation also offers similar antioxidant benefits and other benefits that my skin really responds to. You may know this ingredient of Galactomyces from other Korean skincare products, but it's made really quite famous by the iconic SK2 essence. And the story behind the discovery of Galactomyces as a skincare ingredient is kind of cool. Basically, it's said that SK2 scientists back in the 70s kind of inadvertently discovered that Japanese sake makers who had their hands in yeast fermentation most of the day had extremely soft and very well-aged hands in comparison to their face. And they basically extrapolated it was this yeast ferment that was giving them these glorious looking hands. And hence, Galactomyces firmate filtrate was born in skincare. So Galactomyces has the ability to act like an antioxidant similar to vitamin C, but also moisturize and hydrate the skin. It's rich in vitamins and amino acids, and it also has the ability to help control oil production, which of course, for my combination skin is just a definite asset. And for those of you with acne and oily prone skin, you might see benefit from that as well. This formulation also has niacinamide in it, which is a superstar ingredient for my skin. It helps control redness, oil production in the skin. It has anti-aging benefits. There's so many benefits for using niacinamide products in your skincare routine. I just want to note as well, the color of this serum is amber, and that's by design. It's not that the vitamin C has oxidized. But I will point out there are essential oils in this particular formulation that many of you may find sensitizing to your skin. For my morning skincare routine, I generally cleanse my skin first, and for me, cleansing often consists of just water only. It's been a great strategy for my inflammatory skin to help maintain my skin barrier, and it just simply works for me. So once I cleanse, I apply my vitamin C serum, then I actually tone, apply my azelaic acid, follow up with a moisturizer. And then finally is the fifth product that I use to get flawless skin. You guessed it, sunscreen, as the last step of my morning skincare routine every day. It doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, fall, dark, cloudy, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just part of my routine. I do it every day and then it's done. I talked about hyperpigmentation, so using sunscreen will help prevent hyperpigmentation from ever happening in your skin in the first place. The sun's rays will degrade your skin, which also will lead to premature aging and of course could lead to skin cancer. For all of those reasons, using a protective sunscreen in the morning, critical to having flawless skin. I've done many videos on favorite sunscreens, and most of my favorite sunscreens tend to be Asian sunscreens. I like both mineral and chemical and hybrid sunscreens. I'm typically more drawn to chemical sunscreens because I like how they apply. They have a great texture, they sit well under makeup, and just work really well for my skin. And one of my all-time favorite daily sunscreens has been this one by Skin 1004. This is their Hyalu-Cica Water Fit Sun Serum, and wow, is it a pleasure to apply to the skin. But not only is it helping with all of those protective values that I just talked about, it actually gives my skin a glow. Nice that a sunscreen can do that. So essentially, just adding this product into my routine is helping to give me flawless skin by giving a subtle glow to my skin as the last step in my routine. And please remember, flawless skin is relative. My flawless skin is perfectly flawed. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.